What's up, everybody? Welcome to part 2 of my questions and answers video. I'm going to be doing questions 51 through 100 in this video. We left off last time talking about... there we go. I got it up now. 51. Have I ever won a trophy? Yes, I did. Last time I won a trophy, I was in high school. And basically what happened with that is that for my tennis team, you could vote on different categories for, most improved, best player, best sportsman, MVP of the year, just, little stuff like that. And I was like completely surprised. I was in varsity tennis, and I had only been in varsity tennis my senior year, and my peers decided to vote me most improved for the year, and that like completely blew my mind. I had no idea that it was coming, and I eventually got a little trophy, and then my name got put on a little, metal placard. I don't even know if that's the right word. Little placard thing that they put up in the wall in my coach's office. So every year the different names are there, and my name's there still. So that's pretty cool. That was probably the last time I won a trophy, I guess. 52. Am I a good cook? Yes, I am a good cook. I love to cook. I like to cook pretty much anything. My favorite type of food to cook would probably be a tie between Asian food and grilling on the barbecue pit. I'm really into Asian food, though. I'm really interested in how to make different types of Asian food because there's so many different flavors that go into it, and it's a healthy alternative to a lot of the greasy, I hate to say it, the Americanized food, you know what I mean? Like the ground beef, the pork, just the fried chicken, like all that stuff. In Asian food, it's almost very lean most of the time, and it tastes really good. So I'm trying to learn a lot more about Asian cooking. I have a lot of YouTube. I have 2 YouTube channels that I subscribe to. One is Tom Lin, or Fortune Cooking, and he does mostly Asian inspired dishes, and then another one that I subscribe to is called Nico's Kitchen, and he's an Australian chef, and he does a whole lot of different stuff. He likes to copy a lot of recipes from more well-known restaurants and that kind of thing, so I find that interesting too. But yes, I am a good cook. I like to cook quite a bit. 53. Do I know how to pump my own gas? No, not at all. I ride a bike everywhere I go. Yes, of course I know how to pump my own gas, jeez. 54, if you could meet any one person from history or currently alive, who would it be? Oh wow, interesting. If I could meet any one person from history or currently alive. I know he passed recently, but I would probably have to go with Nelson Mandela. Just because he had gone through so much in his life, and he led Africa to a period of peace, and he was so well loved by the people that he led, and just the vast amount of knowledge and advice that man could have given anybody is more than most could ever give. So I would probably have to meet him, Nelson Mandela. Have you ever had to wear a uniform to school? Nah, I went to public schools and they never required uniforms where I went, at least. 56, do I touch type? What does touch typing mean? I'm assuming that has to do with like texting? I don't, that question's weird. 57, what's under my bed? Actually, I think it is empty for once. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I have a board under my bed from when I redid my room. The shelving, I don't know if you guys saw it in the last video, but there's 2 shelves there, and there used to be 3 or 4, I think. So I took out 2 of them. I put them under my bed because I didn't want to limit the space of the shelving in between. But I think that's the only thing under my bed right now, surprisingly, right? 58, do I believe in love at first sight? I think it's possible. I don't necessarily believe in like you see each other from across the room and then you just like come together and then that's the end of it, like you're just in love from then on. No, I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. But I think seeing somebody and sparking that attraction and interest, I think that does exist. So to an extent, yes, but not, literally. 59. Think fast. What do I like right now? Food? I don't know. 60. Where was I on Valentine's Day? I honestly don't remember. I think Valentine's Day I was working. That's right. I was working on Valentine's Day and I worked like 12 hours that day because I worked in a restaurant at that time, and Valentine's Day is one of the busiest days of the year for the restaurant business, and I worked at a little bit of a higher end restaurant. So I worked from about 10 in the morning to at least 10 at night, so that's what I did my Valentine's Day, guys. 61. What time do I get up? Well, if it's a work day, I tend to get up around 7:20ish, something like that, because I gotta be at work by 8. Weekends or days off, I sleep in normally till about noon. I hate getting up early, and if I'm tired, I'm gonna let my body rest. And when I wake up, if I'm still tired, I'll take a nap later or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna force myself to stay awake and be miserable. You know what I mean? If I have a day off, I'm gonna enjoy it, and if enjoying it means sleeping, then that's what I'm gonna do. 62. What was the name of my first pet? Oh gosh, I had a cat, and I want to say her name was, like, the first one that I named. I think her name was Candy. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why. It was like the first thing that came into my head. I think because she was a really sweet cat, I was like, hey, let's just call her Candy. Like, stuff like that. Who was the second to last person to call me? Jeez, what did I answered one of these last video? Second to last person to call me was Goddess. Yeah, Goddess called me second before last. I think she called me because we were in the store getting the food for yesterday, and she couldn't find me. Like, I went off to another aisle or something, and she called me then. 64. Is there anything going on this weekend? Absolutely not, and I am enjoying it. 65. How am I feeling right now? I'm actually pretty good. Like I said, I had been sick for like 2 weeks, and then I had to deal with a family death, so I've been MIA pretty much for like 2.5 weeks. But I feel good right now. I really do. 66. What do I think about the most? Success. I would say that I think about success the most. And when I say success, I mean like having a good job, being able to provide, still enjoying the things that you love to do without killing yourself over, the typical worries of everything. I think about success a lot because I want to be able to get to that point in my life. And I know that I'm just starting my career and I'm kind of on the bottom end of everything. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I think about the most. 67. What time do I get up in the morning? Like I said, I get up typically around 7:20. It doesn't take me long to get ready at all. Then I go to work around 8. So 68. If I had a big win in the lottery, how long would you wait to tell people? Like 5 seconds? I would want everybody to know that I had a big win in the lottery. Are you kidding me? Like, that doesn't happen very often, but when it does, people need to know about it. 69. Who do I tell first? I would probably tell Goddess and then my family, just because I think she needs to know first. Like, you know what I mean? The girlfriend needs to know. She's gonna get part of the money too, so she would be the first person I would tell. 70. What is the last movie that you saw at the cinema? What was the last movie I went and saw? It's been a while, actually. I think I went to the because we have a regular cinema and we have a dollar cinema. A dollar cinema is kind of like movies that have been out for a while, they put over there just so they can still make money off of them. What did I go see? Let's Be Cops. That's what I saw. I saw Let's Be Cops. That was actually a pretty funny movie to be honest. It was a stupid funny, but I saw that. 71. Do I sing in the shower? Every now and then, yeah. I mean, I can't sing well, and the stuff that I listen to, like, it's impossible to sing to, but I try anyway, I guess. But yeah, I guess I do. 72, which store would you choose to max out your credit card? I already answered that question. 73, what do I do most when I'm bored? I probably snack and I watch anime. How sad is that? 74, what do I do for a living? I work for my county. I work at the juvenile probation department, but I work as a juvenile supervision officer. And what I mostly do is I transport the kids to and from placement, to the doctor's office, to the hospital, you know, whatever. But I also supervise them at times. Like we are out of a boot camp. That's where our unit is centered out of. So they pull us out and they have us help out at the boot camp. So I do a lot of different things, but that's mostly what I do. Do I love my job? I like my job. I wouldn't say that I love it, but it's a good start for me. I've only been employed there for about 7 months, so I really can't complain. It's the beginning of my career, and I like my job. I do. 76. What did I want to be when I grew up? Well, I think it all started like every kid wanted to be like an artist. I think I wanted to go into paleontology, marine biology, a lawyer, you know, just stuff like that. And then eventually it just kind of went into the general topic of criminal justice. But yeah, that's what I did. 77. If I could have any job, what I want to do or be? Well, after I get through my career in the criminal justice field, I would love to teach high school criminal justice as an elective. That's like the thing that I would love to do. So that's my hope. Eventually, I'll be able to do that, but we'll see. 78. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Both, I guess. I don't know. 79. How many keys are on my key ring? I think I have like 4, not including my car key. I recently went through all my keys, took out the ones I didn't need, got rid of them because they were just piling up, and then eventually you don't know which key goes where, so it's good to keep it simple, guys. Where would I retire to? Pretty much anywhere, I think. As long as I'm close to the people that I care about, that's the main thing. That's all I care about in retirement. Although, retiring in Austin would be badass for the Google Fiber internet. That would be awesome. 81. What kind of car do I drive? I drive a Buick LaCrosse. It's a 2006. 82. What are my best physical features? Honestly, I think my nose is pretty good. Like, it's not like too big or like it's. I guess I don't know. I think it's all right. I guess that would be my best physical feature. And then my eyes are not too bad either. So those two things. Best characteristics. I like my sense of humor. And as far as like characteristics go, I can thrive in stressful situations. You know, I've been through quite a bit in my life, and I know how to handle stress. 84. If I could go anywhere in the world on vacation, where would I go? I would go to Croatia. I know that sounds weird, but it's a small nation over in the Mediterranean. It's an you know, it borders the sea there, and it's a lot less crowded than Italy, but it's like another version of Italy, and I've heard that it's absolutely beautiful, and I would love to go there. 85. What kind of books do I like to read? The only series of books that I've actually ever read is the Aragon series, and I loved them up until the very end. The very end pissed me off. So thousands of pages in, very much of a letdown at the end. 86. Where would I want to retire to? I already answered that. 87. What is my favorite time of the day? I'd probably say like late afternoon, right before nighttime, like the, you know, like late afternoon, early evening setting when the sun is kind of going down, but it's still light enough that you can see everything. That's probably my favorite time of the day. Where did I grow up? I grew up in a town called Harlingen, Texas. It's about 20 minutes away from Mexico. It's on the very south tip of Texas, near Brownsville, Texas. Born and raised there. I've never moved away from there except to go to college. 89. How far away from my birthplace do I live right now? I am still here. I'm in the same house that I grew up in, and it's the same place. 90. What am I reading now? I'm actually not reading anything, strangely. Once I finished that series, I just kind of was like, I need to take a break from reading for a while. I don't want to be let down again. 91. Am I a morning person or a night owl? I'm definitely a night owl. That much is for sure. I hate waking up early. I hate being up in the mornings. 92. Can I touch your nose with my tongue? Nope. Not even close. I didn't think so. I didn't think so at all. Blah. 93. Can I close my eyes and raise my eyebrows? Like that? I can't tell if I'm doing that right, but let's go with yes. I don't know. I'll have to watch it again to make sure I do that. 94. Do I have pets? Yes. We have 5 cats actually. Now that I think about it, we have 3 cats inside. We have Tally, Mahjong, and Loki. Loki, many of you guys know already. Outside we have Charlie and we have Hallie. So 5 cats. 5 cats. 95. How many rings before I answer the phone? Typically like 2 rings. I think 1 ring is like too like you're waiting for the call. Like, you know what I mean? It's too like desperate. I think 2 to 3 rings is a good amount. You don't want to make people wait forever, you know. 96. What is my best childhood memory? Honestly, probably the time I went fishing with my dad and we caught about 6 or 7 trout that were actually able to keep because there's a size requirement. That was a lot of fun, and he passed away when I was 16, so that's probably one of the fondest memories that I have. I think I was around 13 or 14 when that happened. That'll probably be my best childhood memory. What are some of the different jobs that you have had in your life? Well, the only job that I've had other than my current one was I worked at a restaurant that my godparents owned for about 6.5 years on and off when I wasn't away at college, but I would come back during the holidays and work and everything in the summers. I worked there on and off for about 6.5 years. I had an internship with the state agency, Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission. I did that for a summer. And then after college, I went back to the restaurant for about a year. And then I recently got hired with my county in the juvenile probation department. And I've been there about 7 months. 98. Any new and exciting things that you would like to share? No, everything's pretty much about the same. Nothing really new going on other than, you know, having my hand in YouTube a little bit more often and trying to branch out and do different things on there. Well, I guess new and exciting things I would like to share. I guess it's pretty cool to say that Goddess and I have been together for 2 years now, so that's really cool. It was last week. Well, actually, technically earlier this week. My days are all messed up. Earlier this week, it was 2 years for us. 99. What is most important in life? Happiness. If you're not happy with the way things are, then life is going to be miserable for you. And happiness doesn't just come to you. You have to go out and find it, and you have to kind of culture it into the thing that you really want it to be. So that's, to me, that's what's most important in life. And happiness can become in, you know, a variety of things. It's not just one thing in particular. 100. What inspires me? I would say that the inspiration for me to keep going is because life is a gift, and you don't necessarily know when you're going to lose that gift, but you know you're going to lose that gift eventually. It's something that everybody has in common. It's something that we all share as human beings, and if we're given this time, even if people don't understand why we're given this time or what the purpose is, we're still here for a reason. And you have to make the best of what you're given. And a lot of the times people don't get to live the way they want to because, you know, of underlying circumstances, but you gotta try and make the best of what you have, even if it's not much. And if it's not much, you gotta be happy with what you have, because the saying is true. You don't know what you have until you've lost it, and once you've lost it, it can never come back. So for me, the inspiration for everything that I do is I want to make the best of the time that I've been given, and I want to be able to do as much positive as I can. you know, within limits. You can't fix everything, and you can't be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but you got to strive to be the best that you can be and make the best of everything that you're given, and to make the best of the time that you're given, because I could die tomorrow. I could die at the end of this video, or I could die when I'm 120. Either way, I need to make sure that that time was spent wisely. But that's the last question, guys. That's number 100. Hopefully I haven't rambled too much, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll have some more videos up for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to have, if you haven't watched it yet, please go back and watch part 1 of this video of the Q&A with myself. Goddess is going to be answering these same 100 questions in a 2-part video as well. That will be coming soon. Then she and I will sit together and we'll answer some questions together, just general questions. And then lastly, we're going to have a video with both of us answering questions about relationships, and I figured that would be a fun one too. So please look out for those. I really appreciate you guys watching it. Please join the Legion of Lords, hit that follow button, subscribe, whatever it is you need to do. Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, everything is there for you guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.